Warning, the following is entirely satirical and should not be taken as truth or fact. Styles Rebel Radio and the Rebel Podcast do not own any copyrighted material that may be included in this broadcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm going to start writing up more manifests.
Suspend the show right now!
You're going to zipline directly into the harpoon?
Yeah.
What do you know about planes?
I know a lot about planes.
Buckle in, dude. It's going to suck.
Put your hand on the screen.
How did they find out? Who was the one?
This show has gotten infinitely more gay.
The mystical land of New Jersey.
I don't understand how the laws in this country work anymore.
Welcome to the Rebel Radio Show. I really hope that you can hear me because I just unplugged my headphones.
We
as
can
I was
hear
doing
you.
that.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
Hey, welcome to the Rebel Radio Show. You know who those voices were? That's Shane Edom, am I right?
Hey, everyone.
That's Jules on the board.
Howdy.
I'm Radio's Rebel DJ Style. We're on WSR Radio. We're brought to you by Synergy Music Studio, GenericClothes.com, and Hellbender Vinyl. 216-859-8699 is the number to text into the show. All show long if you're listening live at 5 on this Monday evening, or if you're in podcast form, you can still use that number on any podcasting platform you listen to.
Text us if you're bored.
Just text me.
If you're horny.
Text us? Yeah, Texas.
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 But not Texarkana.
Dude, fuck you.
You're making up names.
We literally have listeners from Texarkana. I know we do this every time, but
what? Seattle-taw?
What?
Seattle-taw? New Seattle-taw?
Oh, you ever heard of Kentucky? They got
Don't
fried
even.
chicken there.
Don't even.
And you know who's the head of that fried chicken? The Colonel. Sanders, that is.
He has the
Sandy
bird.
McSanders?
What's Colonel Sanders' legit legal name?
John F.
It's not John Sanders. Nope,
Sanders.
that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Well, his job title is the Colonel of chicken, apparently. And
Is that a job title?
Colonel? He can be the Colonel of a military.
I guess. Yeah.
What else can he be the Colonel of? A plantation?
Harland David Sanders, everyone.
Duh.
Obviously, it was Harland. Yeah, he probably owned
We
a
need to bring back the
plantation.
name Harland. It's a good name.
Harland's interesting.
It goes hard. Goes Harland.
Harland.
Well, almost as hard as Harland Sanders is getting the man into Tekken. This is going to be my favorite thing I talk about today. I'm putting that on the table right now.
Colonel Sanders, not that big of a Tekken fan.
Apparently, so the boss of Tekken, which is a weird way to phrase that.
Yeah, you get to the last level.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes out and he says, I wish Colonel Sanders was in the game. And then he beats your ass. And
Yeah. That's why he's so hard. He's
you've been
filled with
stuck on that
rage.
level for years.
You have to go get a bucket to beat it.
Okay.
You gotta get the power up, the bucket
Yes.
power up. No, the Tekken boss, who is the head of Tekken, I guess.
Katsuhiro Harada?
Well, Harada's his last name. Yeah, I wasn't gonna even try with his first name. So
Katsuhiro?
Katsuhiro
Yeah.
Harada.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
That sounds right.
Well, he tried to get Colonel Sanders as a guest character, but KFC turned him down.
That's so unfortunate.
The Colonel in Tekken would have
said it
been
would
so
be-
hard.
Would have been very, very cool.
They said it would be, quote, a bad look.
And yeah, that
KFC
was...
said that?
Harada's pitch turned down with a, quote, bad look.
Since then, Colonel Sanders actually did appear in a video game. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.
He was in fucking what's the Game Grumps game?
Oh, he was?
Dream Daddy, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders was in Dream Daddy?
I don't know if they licensed Colonel Sanders, but like he was definitely a character
Do
in
you
it.
think I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator
that's what it was, yeah.
Was just made
Yeah.
by the people who make Dream Daddy?
It might have been, honestly. It
That's
might have been
so
like a
funny.
side project.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe they took creative liberties with Colonel Sanders.
But when I first saw this article, that was immediately my thought of like, it's sick and I love the concept, but KFC would want the Colonel to get shown getting their ass beat.
Yeah.
I had the opposite thought process because KFC is the one brand where Colonel Sanders does everything for no reason. Like they had the celebrity colonels, they had Norm as the colonel, they had
Norm,
the sexy Colonel Sanders, they had AI Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different actors doing. I remember that.
And then they had a partnership in like 2016 through like 2018 with WWE. And part of that was Dolph Ziggler just dressed like Colonel Sanders.
That's
and
so
would
funny.
go out to the ring and beat up The Miz dressed as a chicken.
Was he ever
That's
beaten?
so funny.
Probably not.
Yeah,
but
probably
like
not.
that's
Probably
a little
contractually
different.
not.
Yeah.
I don't think they weren't booking the match as if it was like.
Well, yeah, I don't
we
think
got to
they
tell
were,
a 3-month story between
I don't
the Colonel
think that
and
they
the
were.
chicken.
I don't think that they were booking the match that way, but I bet contractually, the Colonel had to win. You know, Dolph had to probably win all of those matches.
They can control that.
Dolph Sanders, as you will.
Yeah, I don't think the Miz chicken is gonna beat up Colonel Sanders, Dolph Ziggler mashup multiverse.
All I'm saying is I expect if any brand is going to play this game, I expect KFC to with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
That would have gone so hard.
100%.
It would have gone so hard to be Colonel Sanders in Tekken. Also, I found out Tekken doesn't have as many crossover appearances as I thought they did.
Well,
they only have 5. In all the Tekken games, there's only been 5 crossover characters.
Really?
Yeah.
How many Tekken games have there been?
Like 12?
Yeah, probably more than 10, I would assume.
Because you have Tekken, you have the spin-offs like Tekken Tag Tournament. There's 2 of those.
Right.
And you have a couple like other smaller Tekken sub-series.
I feel like there's probably more than 10 Tekkens.
Because I think there's 8 like canonical Tekken games, and then 2 tag games, and then like sub games from that too.
Interesting. The fact that the Colonel is in it or isn't in it is weird to me because this feels like a very Sneak King-esque.
Yeah.
They could have done something cool here,
Yeah,
you know?
big bumping.
Well, that's the thing is this is the brand you want, right? You don't want Ronald McDonald in Tekken.
Yeah.
I want.
I would take Burger King.
At the
I
same
don't.
time, I think it would be cool
Big
to
Head
see
Burger King and Tekken.
any of those in the game. I think it's just cool to have the icon of a fast food chain be a playable character in a game. I think that's a fun concept.
Give me Grimace.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Imagine
just-
if you're playing like Tony Hawk and Grimace was in the game.
I mean, Tony Hawk is the game to do. They had Boba Fett and Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but it would
Meat.
it'd be sick if like the Hamburglar could kick a sick ass kickflip, you know?
Right, but here's the thing: if I'm playing Tekken,
Mm-hmm.
the guy I want to realistically, if we're level playing field,
Yeah.
which one of these guys could beat King? It's Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
It's not Ronald.
I don't know.
The
dude.
Burger King doesn't stand a fucking
No.
chance.
No.
Wendy, you wish.
No. Ronald McDonald's beating the Burger King, but I think KFC.
No. King from Tekken, not Burger King. Who could beat King from Tekken? Only Colonel Sanders.
You're saying out of all of the fast food?
Yeah.
No.
Out of any property. Boba Fett? No.
The
You're
Arby's
wrong.
hand could do it.
The Arby's hand?
Isn't it a
Yeah,
hand?
it's a little hand. Guy.
That's Hamburger Helper.
You're
No.
right.
Wait.
Yeah.
What does Arby's
I'm
look
right.
like?
Arby's has a hat.
Is it a hat?
Arby's-
Arby's has the meats,
Yeah.
but
Not
I don't know
sponsored
if-
by Arby's, but we'd
we'd
like to be.
I don't know if they have a. I don't know if they have.
Yeah, I don't
a
think they have a
mascot.
mascot. I think they just have meats.
Oh, it is a hat.
Yeah.
I would just want a fast food mascot in a video game. I don't care who it is.
So,
frankly,
and then I looked this up because I thought Tekken had a bunch of crossover characters. They don't.
Mhm.
It's literally like a Mortal Kombat thing. Mortal Kombat is, other than Soul Calibur,
yeah.
which we were talking about before we came on air. I forgot it was a series.
Soul Calibur's a great game series.
Yeah.
Old, bring it back.
Yeah, wow, when was the last time a Soul Calibur came out?
Probably a long time ago.
2015, something like that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I remember the most recent one had like Yoda in it and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. But yeah, no, Soul Calibur just kind of went by the wayside like Killer Instinct did.
A lot of those like 3D fighting games, but then like there were those Dragon Ball games that came back that
Yeah.
like more recently that have been super popular.
I think the fighting genre has gone by the wayside. If it's
Yeah.
not Mortal Kombat every
Yeah.
5 years or something dropping a game.
Well, and because
What about Street Fighter?
Street Fighters fall off.
yeah,
Do they?
Street Fighters are like cool when they first come out. People play them for like a
Mhm.
month or two, and then they just kind of don't care about them anymore. I feel like.
Street Fighter had a collab with AEW recently.
That's kind
I
of.
don't know if anything ever came of it, but I mean, they put out like toys, but I don't think they were in the game or anything.
I feel like Street Fighter is a lot more open to collabs than other fighting.
Street Fighter
games.
has no collaborations in game.
really
They have no crossover characters from what I saw.
interesting.
But Mortal Kombat, I've got a list here, has Ghostface, the T-1000, Homelander, Omni-Man, Jason, Peacemaker, the Xenomorph, Joker, Freddy Krueger, RoboCop, Spawn, Rambo,
Mm.
Predator, Terminator, Leatherface. Like
they have they have a pretty solid spread.
yeah. I remember getting Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat X, and I think that was the one that had Joker and Xenomorph in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, those are the characters I played as, because it's fun to do that.
I remember Ninja Turtles were in Injustice.
Yes, is that what it was?
I think it was Injustice.
You're right. You're right. I forgot Injustice was a game too.
Yeah, really cool series.
Well, because they went from it was Mortal Kombat versus DC,
And
and
they
then
had,
DC
like, their
just put
own-
out their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had 2 Injustice, right?
Yes.
And those always did poorly in sales,
Yeah.
which is an interesting, like,
Because they were fun. They're just, but also I remember like there was a Mortal Kombat game that came out around the same time as the Mortal Kombat versus DC game came out, and that newer Mortal Kombat game crushed compared to Mortal Kombat versus DC. But it was just as fun. It was like slightly different, but it was fun.
Mortal Kombat versus DC was a good game. That was one of the ones I played the most, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot.
And they had Shazam in that game, Mr. Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Colonel Sanders in it?
No.
Would have went hard.
Never.
Would have went hard if Colonel Sanders was in that game.
Again, I stand on the hill of I want all of them actually to be in a fighting game. I want all of the fast food mascots to be in, like, give me the next like
Smash Bros, but for
Smash Bros, but for just mascots.
Well, that's the thing. You think other than Snake hasn't been in a fighting game either, other than Smash Bros. I was gonna say Nintendo doesn't really do that. They don't share properties.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's just Nintendo in general. They don't play well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Smash Bros is just Nintendo. What was the All Stars? Is that the PlayStation one?
Yeah, there's PlayStation All Stars. Then there's like the Nickelodeon one.
Oh yeah, Nickelodeon All Stars just came out recently.
Yeah.
I still want that game.
Well, that's like the sequel. That's like the second one, I think.
Nickelodeon?
Mm-hmm. I think there was a first one that came out a couple years ago, and then this is like different characters, more DLC sort of thing.
Just saying, Colonel Sanders and Nickelodeon All Stars, Colonel Sanders and PlayStation All Stars and Smash Bros.
Yeah, give me him in any of those, in any fighting game.
Smash Bros. Pulled out some interesting collabs this past one, didn't it?
Well, also with Tekken, I think they had like a Sora from Kingdom Hearts, stuff like that. They like definitely expanded the roster a little bit. Tekken has like a pretty good customization thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, Tekken rocks.
You can like create a character and make it, or am I thinking of a different?
I don't. So the last one I played like consistently was Tekken Tag Tournament too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure by now they've had like a customization suite, but you can customize the in-game characters, like to an extent. Like it's pretty solid. I like Tekken a lot. Tekken's probably my favorite fighting game. And it just makes me sad that I'll never get to be Colonel Sanders in Tekken.
I want to play I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.
We do a stream of I Love You, Colonel Sanders dating simulator.
I would love that, honestly.
If you want to see us stream the Colonel Sanders dating simulator, 216-859-8699. Multiverse is a thing too. And that was supposed to be a big hot game, and it sucked.
It kind of died. Well, like
it sucked.
I remember the beta was really popular, and then it kind of just died off.
It had shitty controls.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. It was a poorly put together game. And I was gonna say like Shaggy was rumored to be a character in either Tekken or Mortal Kombat at one point when the whole meme was the meme was popping off, and then he wasn't.
Multiverses came out, and kind of killed that.
And then we had the whole multiverses thing with him in it, and I'm just saying like. Imagine turn on Tekken and you could be Shaggy Rogers and Colonel Sanders.
And Mr. Rogers.
And Mr. Rogers.
That'd be so Shaggy
and
Rogers.
Mr. T.
Yeah, Shaggy Rogers, Colonel Sanders, Mr. Rogers, Mr. T.
That's
my Fortnite.
Dave Batista.
That's my Fortnite squad.
That's a hell of a Fortnite squad. None of those are available in Fortnite.
Dude, soon. Give it time. Fortnite
just put Godzilla in, so.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Colonel Sanders in Fortnite.
Dude, I would buy that. I would buy a Colonel Sanders skin in Fortnite.
That's what I'm saying.
And I never buy skins. I would buy a Colonel Sanders skin in Fortnite.
All of these fast food restaurants have mascots that they could be licensing to video games, and they're not. It's they're literally. It really is. I really think that it is because people would buy like Ronald McDonald as a meme.
No one's gonna look at Tekken and be like, oh, Colonel Sanders guy's ass kicked by King. I guess I can't get KFC.
Right.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. Why would that even have an effect on where I go?
It's a very Nintendo mindset of looking at it.
I would like to play against somebody like Colonel Sanders versus McDonald's, and it's like whoever wins, that's what we get for dinner.
That'd be fun. Imagine when the Grimace Shake came out, like all that hype around it, and then Grimace is like a playable character in, I don't know, some game. That will definitely A, bring traction to the game, and B, like boost sales
and remind people, oh yeah, the Grimace Shake. Let's get one.
Right.
Yeah, think about when the Harlem Shake came out. Crazy time to be alive. Now think if Colonel Sanders was in the game, dude.
Dude,
it's like
Joji started the Harlem Shake. Joji, you love Joji? He started the Harlem Shake. Just so listeners out there know, look into it. It's real.
He fell off too. He's not doing anything. He's just accepting being done.
No, Joji makes. He's
Well,
very.
I mean, other than
he like
music,
literally
yeah.
just won a Grammy or
Did
something
he?
like that. Yeah, he's very successful.
Has he released something recently though?
Yeah, I think.
I think the start of the year he did, but
Yeah, I mean, I think he
I
is
think
on a
he's chilling.
consistent album release. You know.
Filthy Frank in a fighting game, a YouTuber fighting game. I'm surprised we haven't seen it.
I would love that.
216-859-8699. Choose your character.
Hi, this is Melissa,
And hey, it's Matt.
coming at you from Synergy Music Studio.
We are a recording and production studio located on the south side near Chicago.
Check us out online at synergymusicstudio.com. We offer recording, mixing, and mastering.
And follow us on Instagram at Synergy Music Studio. Rock hard.
Imagine spending hundreds of dollars of your own money to advertise a massive corporation. Now imagine that same corporation using your money to pay a public figure to sell a product back to you. Unfortunately, you don't have to imagine. Corporate product placement is the monopoly of the clothing industry as we know it. That's where GenericClothes.com comes in. Stick it to these big brand clothing cunts by wearing something straight and to the point. GenericClothes.com's got you covered and lets you have a laugh at their expense. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point. With shirts like floral pattern, trademark logo, music band, and more. Once again, that's GenericClothes.com.
I'm Lucas Durazio from WSRR's Behind Enemy Lines, the Cleveland sports talk show from Pittsburgh. Living in Pittsburgh, I've gotten to familiarize myself with a lot of hardworking, locally owned brands. And I'm here to talk about one of the best in not only Pittsburgh, but the nation in Hellbender Vinyl. With Christmas right around the corner, I know some of our local bands and artists are looking for that special holiday release this season. Maybe a limited holiday album run on red and green vinyl? Whatever the occasion, Hellbender Vinyl has got you covered. Hellbender is Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plant and is one of America's most trusted. With a wide variety of colors and designs, Hellbender Vinyl is second to none when it comes to making your next album release something special. Visit hellbendervinyl.com today to get started. And don't forget, all customers receive 5 free test presses at no additional charge. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Lose all your money trading Asian beads on the black market? StylesRebelRadio.com.
You putting out an album in this coming 2025 year and think that the only way you can do it is going through DistroKid and putting it on Spotify?
You're wrong!
You are so stupid. Go to hellbendervinyl.com right now. Make your album release more than a bunch of just ones and zeros floating around online. Don't let those assholes just rip it off and throw it on LimeWire. Go to hellbendervinyl.com, get it pressed with one of America's most trusted custom vinyl record pressing plants. Again, that's Hellbender Vinyl out of Pittsburgh, PA. Have them do it right because they're hellbent on quality, hellbent on service. Hellbendervinyl.com. Real quick before we get to the next topic, we talked about going out and going into break. Go ahead, hit me with some of that Margism.
This is Yoda.
Yoda, you sound like a funny yellow person from Springfield.
You know what?
Yeah.
You sound like like a whole lot of hoopla to me.
I was just gonna say, Creator Clash 3. Just make it a video game.
Yeah, make it a fun video game.
Make it a fighting game.
Fight YouTubers.
Classic YouTubers.
YouTubers as the characters.
Yeah, Ray William Johnson, iDubbbz, Filthy Frank.
That'd be fun.
That's
Jenna
all
Marbles.
of them. That's all of them. That's all the YouTubers right there.
That's Smosh. Yeah.
Name another.
Red
You can't.
Link.
Aaron Hands-On Hansen. Sure.
That'd be fun. The Game Grumps, both of them.
That would be good. You could have like tag team wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'd be so much
Red
fun.
and Link, the Game Grumps.
It'd be so much fun.
Super Mega.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let Super Mega be in the game.
Yes, they would.
No, they would not. All right, anyway. What's more dangerous than putting YouTubers in video games?
Driving.
Drinking cyanide.
Well, you're right.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's true.
Yeah, you know.
Christmas music was my guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
You know how dangerous Christmas music is?
I always want to drink cyanide when I listen
yeah,
to Christmas music.
It'll do that to you.
Yeah.
It'll do that to you. Why what's dangerous about Christmas music?
So when you're listening to music with a high rate of like beats per minute,
A high BPM.
Yeah,
It's jingling and
BPM.
jamming.
It usually induces your stress like levels and sorry, I just whistled a lot. And it just like elevates your heart rate, and it's just a dangerous thing to do.
I
while
thought that was
driving.
disproven. I thought the whole like higher BPM means higher heart rate and adrenaline was disproven, because don't you actually get more adrenaline out of classic music than heavy metal?
I don't know about that.
I think like it's recommended like when you're working out to listen to like classical music over like metal music.
So it says, driving while jamming to the snowman themed seasonal song could land you in a snowbank if you're not careful.
Oh no.
That's according to experts who warn against listening to music with high rate of beats per minute or BPMs while heading over the river and through the woods through this holiday season.
All right, stop trying to be cute with the fucking article and tell me why I can't listen to music.
So basically, a lot of Christmas music is very high in BPM. So if you're...
Is it?
Yeah. So let's see.
Frosty the Snowman is 172, baby.
And
That seems like a pretty slow fucking song.
Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, right. You got to really pick up the pace on Frosty
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
Let's
dude.
get to
I'm
the fucking
driving
point.
faster.
Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You is 150 beats per
I
minute.
think they're
Dude.
just taking that first intro.
We're moving and
The
grooving.
I think that's what they're counting for there.
I don't
way.
know.
Is that the what 10 most dangerous songs? Is that what this is?
Yeah, I believe this is a list
Yeah,
of the
so-
10 most
From
dangerous
10 to
Christmas.
1? From 10 to 1, right? 10 being the least dangerous or most?
Yes, least
Well, I mean,
dangerous, so.
I think that there are more Christmas songs that aren't on this list, and I would consider those ones the least dangerous. These ones are just
No.
are just in the ranks of
No.
the most dangerous.
No.
Yeah.
These are all of the Christmas songs ranked by danger level, ranked by threat level.
There are only 10 of them.
I refuse to accept anything else as a Christmas song.
So,
No, you sow. Go ahead.
all right.
Sow your seeds.
So, what's number 10?
Number 10 is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus
Keep going.
underneath the house.
Why would you read that?
Yeah.
Are they in the basement?
I don't know.
Are they in the crawl space?
I don't remember.
Making out?
Maybe.
Why are you speeding to I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus?
I can't help it. It gets my heart rate going because of those really quick BPMs.
There are people that listen to Christmas music year round.
There are people
That's
who
true.
keep their tree up year round.
Well, bully those people.
Yeah, they just decorate it for the different
yeah.
holidays
Yeah.
and seasons.
I don't want to keep a tree in my house for longer than at least
Trees go
2
outside the
months.
house.
That tree gets 2 months in the house.
2 months?
Yeah. The
2
other 10
months?
The other maybe a month. I don't know. I literally don't. I've never done this before.
You have a fucking Hanukkah tree and a Christmas tree and a...
Listen, we'll put it up after Thanksgiving
Right.
and then take it down at New Year's. That's
a
2
long
months.
time, dude. That's literally a month.
All right. Fuck everyone.
That's like a
That's
month and
over
a
month,
week.
yeah.
Time is literally a social construct. Fuck you, losers.
You're literally getting tickets listening to I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
I can't help it. Those
No-
BPMs are so quippy. I just gotta zip around.
There are very few artists and or songs that like I can actively say I drive faster listening to, or I've noticed that I do. Motley Crue being one of them.
Bill Withers.
Ain't No Sunshine.
Mhm.
I'm flooring
I'm
it.
literally flying down the road. Just the
Just-
two of
I
us.
know, I know,
Lovely day.
I
Just the
know, I
two
know.
of us. Just the two of us. Yeah, I'm absolutely busting it down the highway.
I'm almost at 200 and going down the
Can't help it,
straightaways
man.
there.
Just having a lovely day with Bill Withers.
Just the two of us.
Plain white tees, come on, dude. I'm gone. Hey there, Delilah. I'll be there in 10 minutes. No, but like, very few artists or songs that like I will actually equate in real time. Like, oh, I'm going fast. I should not go so fast.
Ooh, yeah.
Motley Crue being one of them. I consider that driving music right there. Kickstart My Heart comes on, and you just want to go fast. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is not that level for me.
I have a playlist that makes me feel like I'm playing Mario Kart. It's just very fast, like
That sounds like a very dangerous thing to listen to while driving.
it's like hyperpop music. It's really fun.
Listening to the Mario Kart star music.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, but
drive fast.
But that makes sense. That makes sense to me. That like
Yeah.
you want to go fast for that.
Yeah.
Christmas music, any Christmas music, I don't get.
I think the
Listen,
upper level.
Yeah,
of
let's
this
get through.
list-
Let's get through this list.
'cause
Sorry.
The bottom half is not that
So
crazy for me.
number 10 was I Saw Mommy Kissing
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Mhm.
Number 9 is Have Yourself a Merry Little
That
Christmas.
is such a slower
Have
song.
yourself.
Who's going fast to
That's
that?
why it's.
Just going down the highway.
Whipping it.
Yeah. Have yourself.
Drifting.
All right. Number 8 is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
I don't know that one.
I don't know if I know that one. I wish it could be Christmas every day. Maybe
Yeah, that's
how
the
it
one.
goes.
That's the one.
Number 7 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's a little
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah.
Number 6.
I'm not getting excited to speed do it, but
Yeah, I mean, it's a little faster. Number 6 is Let It Snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
that's the opposite for me. If I'm encouraging the snow, I'm driving slower.
Okay, I see that. Number 5 is Happy Xmas, War's Over.
Fucking John Lennon. What a piece of shit. He
Yeah,
would be
that's a
causing
good- that's-
accidents.
I mean, that's a good
He would be
song.
causing car accidents. That fucking cancer.
Number 4
Is it because you're
Im-
swaying?
Imagine there's no snub-nosed 38s next time, idiot.
Number 4 is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah.
That one has made the most sense so far, I'll say that.
You're like, fuck, Santa's coming. I gotta go.
Go, dude. I'm gonna miss him.
Pedal to the metal. He's coming right now.
He's chasing me.
I gotta go.
Fuck, Santa's gaining on me.
Dude, number 3 makes sense. Feliz Navidad. Ba, 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 ba,
I feel like
ba. Feliz Navidad. Ba, 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 ba. Moiseo.
Nope.
Feliz Navidad.
Nope.
Ba, ba, na, 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 na. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas
How'd you do the English part worse?
from the bottom of my heart.
I feel like all Spanish music is dangerous to drive to.
No, I disagree strongly. I will be cruising to some salsa.
You came over to my house once and got in the shower and just blared salsa music while you showered.
I do that.
Did you want to go fast?
I do that regularly. I was taking a quick shower. I had to. I had to go fast. Number 2 is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Terrible
All
choice.
I want for Christmas is you.
Is that the Mariah Carey one?
Yeah, that's the Mariah Carey one. Nobody listens to that in the car.
No one listens to that if
Unless-
you're not forced to in a store.
Unless they're like listening to the actual radio and it's being forced upon them. But
No. If you're listening to actual radio, you won't find it because you'll be listening to WSRR radio.
I thought it was kind of crazy that she had like an announced trailer for literally a 25-year-old song
Yeah.
that you could start playing it again. Bitch, I'll play it whenever the hell I want, and I might not even play it this time around.
I never
There's
played.
there's plenty of Christmas songs, all right? Yours might not get picked this year.
I know we're going to get to it here in a little while, but if we're going to talk about, really sticking it to big CEOs and
Yeah.
I'm just saying we need to revolt against Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
We can't let her keep getting away with this bullshit. She made an entire career off one bad Christmas song
Yeah, no, I just really
and
thought that,
rides the meme.
I thought that the announcement trailer for the song that she was saying like it's time to start playing the song again.
It was before
like that's
Thanksgiving.
crazy. That's a crazy PR stunt to
Yeah.
pull. You're really pulling at straws.
We
there,
should cancel Mariah Carey.
We
Yeah.
should, because she posted that video before Thanksgiving.
You know who we should cancel more than we should cancel Mariah Carey?
Who?
Frosty the
Frosty the
Snowman.
motherfucking snowman.
Who is speeding to Frosty? Why is this the most dangerous?
I cannot wait for the sun to come out. I'm gonna put him directly
I
in it.
feel like
I'm gonna say,
Feliz
hey Frosty,
Navidad.
come here.
I was like, give me that hat, dumbass.
Frosty, come here. I have a Christmas related issue. Come here.
Christmas related.
And he's gonna say, all right, I'm here. And then I'm gonna say, all right, sun, activate.
If you have a Christmas related issue, 216-859-8699.
I'm Jeff Stritch. Catch Strictly Stritch weekdays at 8 a.m. on WSRR Radio or Listen to the podcast on Pandora, Spotify, or Apple Music. Very important that he put Pandora first on the list.
Hey, what's up? Are we in a promo right now?
Sure seems like it.
Is that what this is?
Maybe we should talk about off air.
I'm stuck.
You mean off air on WSRR radio?
That's the very one.
3 to 4 p.m.?
You got it.
Is that on weekdays?
Weekdays.
Holy shit!
Help me.
Attention, have you or your family members been affected by ESPN and their boring hot takes or their repetitive programming? If so, you are not entitled to compensation, but you may be entitled to join WSRR Radio at 10 a.m. on Mondays to hear new episodes of Cleveland's newest sports talk show, Behind Enemy Lines.
Tired of those other rock stations just giving you the bird? Tune to WSRR Star Radio. You hate to break it to you, but Tiny Tim died November 30th, 1996.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, no, he's been gone.
He's been gone for quite some time.
Before your time.
I just realized no one else knew
Rest
that
in
conversation.
peace. Rest in peace, Tiny Tim.
We were talking about Tiny Tim during the break.
Yeah.
Windmill.
I only know that song from Insidious, which is terrible.
I know where I know that song from. You know that Tiny Tim reference?
Yeah, I just did one.
Stick figures on crack. That's where I know Tiny Tim from.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
No.
they had like a clip of that in there. That's where I learned from.
Yeah, he was an ugly fuck.
Yeah, he was-
Like, you want me to fib?
I guess enough
Saying
time has passed.
Nothing about his music. You can separate the art from the face of the artist,
Yeah,
okay?
I guess. I've seen uglier.
I
From
mean,
the face
I
of
have
the
too. I'll tell you, I have too.
All right, well, I guess that's enough about Tiny Tim.
On to the next topic.
On to another asshole.
Yeah.
I like Tiny Tim.
No, wait, what? Yeah, Tiny Tim wasn't an asshole.
You're the one sitting here calling him an ugly goblin man.
That doesn't make
says
you an
nothing
asshole.
about his character.
Oh, listen.
You can
if
be
I
ugly as fuck and not be
Still
an
be a
asshole.
nice guy.
I see so many ugly people all
You just
the time.
assume
So
that
you're
they're
the
bad.
asshole.
You just assume that they're.
No,
Look at these fucking plebeians,
It's not
dude.
bad, just gross and assholes.
Ugh,
I'm like, oh, okay, asshole. Why don't you go put some makeup on that thing? That's what I'm thinking.
You're the asshole.
Yeah, your face is
You
an
are
asshole.
the asshole.
You act like
Thank
I'm the
you,
fucking
Reddit.
CEO of United Healthcare or something. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you 3 times.
Was it 3 times?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Got
yeah.
shot 3 times.
And dude, have you seen the full CCT footage?
TV, CCTV.
You know what?
Closed caption television.
I said it
Closed
right.
circuit.
I said it right the first time.
All right, tiny dick.
All right. Well, he got shot 3 times, and his gun jammed after the first shot, and he like very precisely unjams it super quick, and then fires 2 more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if I would say nice, but it looked like something out of John Wick, definitely. Like in that aspect of like, that's kind of interesting. He
So-
was definitely skilled
So
with
walk
that.
me through what all happened.
Well,
Who
according
is he?
according to the footage,
Who is he?
he's an unnamed assailant
Okay.
at this point. They have a suspect. I don't know the suspect's name, but
I have it here somewhere.
it's not like he's the prime guy. And also,
He's the prime suspect right
I
now.
have seen multiple people say that the picture that is floating around is not the guy.
Luigi.
Yeah,
Ma-
it's Luigi something.
Yeah.
But he's like the prime suspect right now, and that just happened.
Mangione, right? Luigi Mangione, is that it?
That just broke like today. I saw
like
that.
an hour before he came on air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who he's like an ex-valedictorian for some Ivy League school.
Luigi is.
Yes, and he had like a planned out manifesto, so very likely. But
They called him at a McDonald's, by the way.
Yes.
yeah, he was shot 3 times, and
Not Luigi.
Luigi shot
Brian Thompson.
allegedly right now.
Yeah.
Luigi.
Allegedly, it's not. There's nothing
Somebody
to confirm
shot.
it. Somebody
the
shot him.
CEO of
United
United
Healthcare.
Healthcare, Brian Thompson.
Yeah.
3 times in the streets in New York, right?
He was at a hotel. Like he wasn't that I don't think it was his house. I think he was staying there on business or something like that. But yeah, in the footage he walks up out of the blue, shoots him, and it's like
this is like right outside the hotel.
It looks like directly under like where they have like the rain cover thing.
Yeah, the awning.
The awning.
The Sunsetter retractable awning.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by Sunsetter retractable awnings,
but
we'd like to be. Hell yeah, we
God,
would.
That'd be such a cool fucking.
So they had the Sunsetter all the way down, and he was under it.
Yeah.
And then the guy pulls up. Luigi pulls up. No Mario in sight. Caps him once.
He was wearing green.
Pulls up to the mansion.
Yeah, pulls up to the mansion. No Mario in sight. Caps him once. Gun jams. Unjams it real quick. Like, it legitimately looked like something out of John Wick, where like he did something cool with the gun, and then he shoots him 2 more times, and then he walks away super casually and gets on like an electric bike, and he flees.
I'll say this: that's crazy. As a gun owner, the scariest part is the jams.
Yeah.
I hate having to fix a gun jam. To clear a fucking chamber is terrifying.
That was the most interesting part to watch for me, because it seemed very like he handled it in a very calculated manner.
He kind of expected it to jam.
Yeah, like he knew that
he knew how to handle that situation.
Right, he knew exactly what to do, and he did it right when he needed to, and he was very calm the whole time, even with the jam. As he's doing this, probably knew that there'd be cameras or something like that.
I mean, you'd have to assume he was.
I gotta look cool.
He was hood up, mask on, right?
Yeah.
So he knew, like, I mean, you're shooting someone in the street, so you know you're probably gonna hide a little bit, but
like he didn't run away or anything like that. He shoots, and it looks like he was going up onto the street or going up onto the sidewalk, and is on the sidewalk for a grand total of maybe 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and then just casually walks back off the sidewalk into the street, and like you can see him go across the street and onto a bike. And,
you think it was a hit?
No.
He could have been a hitman.
I think that's not out of the realm of possibility, but I don't think that.
I think we're at the point in society where we're killing the CEOs.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's what I think.
Well, yeah, and I think hit or not, I think we're at that point. I think if either someone's doing it or someone's paying someone to do it, you know?
Fair.
Yeah, I think.
I just think it's funny the response has been overwhelmingly positive from this.
Yeah,
the response has been like overwhelmingly neutral, I would say. Not bad, but like people aren't being like, oh, this guy's amazing, let's prop him up. It's more like, let's keep this guy in hiding and let this be a warning, you know, like we the people.
Yeah, it was like the day after when the McDonald's CEO said that he's giving back snack wraps.
Yeah, right. Like people
it's time to act right.
People in high places definitely got a little spooked by this, and I think that will be a continuing trend throughout 2025.
Well, so I know initially they offered like a $5,000 reward for anyone that had information on this killer.
Oh, really?
And then the next day or hours later, they bumped it up to $10,000. And everyone was going, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. And someone just shot your CEO, and the best you can offer is $10,000. I mean,
it's the best we can do. Sorry.
Listen, I like $10,000. I'm a fan of getting $10,000. I enjoy that very much.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're a multi-billion-dollar company,
I know how to bargain.
Yeah,
I know how to bargain.
Yeah. If I have information,
yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not narking, but it's going to cost a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to cost. It's going to cost free health insurance.
You know
for
what?
Life.
At least $1 million. That's my cutoff point. At least $1 million, because that does not matter to you if you're a multi-billion-dollar company. $1 million does not matter.
I mean,
that's like if you have
I would go more.
If you have $1,000 and I ask for $1, that is that equivalent.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely a drop in the bucket for them. But I'm asking, like, because I don't think too many people probably have information, and the people that do, at this point, there's not a chance in hell that they're giving it up.
Right. I was gonna say that's the other part of it is nobody is on the side of helping.
That's what I'm saying. It's overwhelmingly neutral. Like I'm not seeing people saying I'm glad that this guy's dead.
Right.
But I'm not seeing people saying let's go find this fucking guy.
Yeah,
you know,
it's kind of like a wash.
It's a clear wash. No one won, no one lost. We're just kind of at a standoff right
Everybody actively understands both sides of this.
now. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Of like, well, it wasn't right, but I get why.
Right. Exactly. And I think that is what's interesting. Like, because obviously you don't want to condone death. That's not
Right.
That's not morally
Right.
in your heart. That shouldn't be good. That's not good. But this guy probably was responsible for a lot of like death of family members
Well-
or years of struggling, or if someone got hooked on something that was a pain related, you know,
Yeah.
like
Well, it's one of the, if not the most profitable healthcare providers in the United States, and it's also like statistically the highest for declining like healthcare to people.
So there were other health insurance companies that were around like 15-16% denial rate, and some
Right.
even lower than that. And I forget, there was one that you could get it down to like a 10 or a 9. I wanted to
Sure.
look into that one because I was like, damn, I'd fucking buy that shit. But they said United Healthcare had a 33% denial rate on all claims. So like, and on top of that, you were saying too, and I didn't read the full thing on this, but there was an AI system that was
Yeah.
doing the checking of the claims as opposed
That's
to
probably why their
real
denial
people.
rates are
So,
up.
so there was
Right.
there was a lawsuit for United Healthcare a year prior to the shooting. So I mean a year ago.
Right.
That was alleging that an AI assist bot was going through and denying healthcare claims
Mhm.
for insurance, and like there wasn't actually a department looking over these people's claims. They just had an automated system denying them.
Yeah.
So like they were within a lawsuit for that. I don't know if it was ever concluded by now, but that was something that they were dealing with, and then this happens.
Yeah.
And to your point, and Jules, about the CEO of McDonald's, I don't think it's a good thing that people are dying. I do think it's a good thing we're putting the fear of God in some CEOs, though.
Yeah, make these people who feel holier than thou, like, you know, make them feel human. You
Yeah.
know? Like
It
that's-
shouldn't have to come to this, but now it has.
Yeah, right. And again, like I said this before we came on air, but I didn't really truly understand the definition of a martyr or what it meant to be a martyr. But this guy, that picture of this guy, he's definitely a martyr now. That picture is like synonymous with this idea
Mhm.
more than anything now.
It's
of
like a- it's like a-
okay, we can't, you know, like, oh, there's the smell of change in the air, you know, like, and it's because of people seeing that picture and talking about it, you know, like
Mhm.
like what we're doing today.
He's like the reverse martyr, because he didn't die for his cause.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
The guy who shot him would technically be the martyr, even though he's still alive.
Right. That's he's more like the symbol, I guess,
Yeah.
of this idea now, which I think is it's a lot. Like it's very
In the grand scheme of things, does it change anything though?
I don't know.
Because I
Maybe
know this position that was filled, whoever the new CEO is,
Andrew
Whitty.
I know he makes significantly less money.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Like they cut the pay substantially.
Well, I mean, like, does that really change much for
it doesn't change anything, I don't think.
other healthcare, you know, like other CEOs and other healthcare companies and other systems where there are
United
large
Healthcare just
CEOs?
became that much richer.
Yeah, that
The-
they're saving more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't like. It's a good headline of like, well, now our CEO only makes this much,
But I don't
but
think
it's
it
not actually beneficial to anybody else other than the company.
Yeah, I don't think that actually does. Like, until you start hearing the change from the people who are making the claims,
Yeah.
and being like, oh yeah, our approval rate has gone up. We've been getting a lot more insurance coverage on X, Y, and Z. Or if it's a recurring payment patient, and you know that their payments are getting lower now.
Yeah.
Like that's more what you're looking for, not some millionaires now making a couple million less. You know.
Do you think the police this is New York?
Yeah.
Do you think the New York police are of the same mindset of everyone else, that they're very neutral to the situation? I just think it's weird that, you know, guy down the street gets shot and they track down the killer by the next morning. Multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar CEO dies in the middle of New York City from 3 gunshots, and we still don't have the guy.
That to me could go a couple different ways, and like even bringing up New York police, it's like what kind of ties do they have? New York police.
Fair.
You got.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say that's where the Diddy stuff and the Epstein stuff went down.
You think they have to have connections to probably the government,
Right.
probably the mafia. You know, like underground gangs and stuff like
I wonder
that.
who their healthcare's through.
Yeah, right. Like it's a very seedy thing when you get into that, and I bet what you're saying probably does share some truth. Like that probably
Right.
is somewhat true. Of like,
This isn't really a top priority from them.
the offers were like la 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 la, looking the other way. You know?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the Monopoly money?
That was in his bag.
Yeah.
Whose bag?
So the backpack that belonged to the shooter was found in Central Park, and it only had a jacket and Monopoly money inside.
So he's insane.
I think.
Why did he have a bag of Monopoly money?
I think he's probably insane. I think he probably. My guess is he probably just like got really, really mad about something that happened with
Playing Monopoly.
Well,
he was in the middle of a Monopoly game, and someone's like, "You landed on the health insurance spot, pay $200."
Fuck.
And so he took all the money on the board. He was the banker, and he left. And he was
Yeah.
like, "I'll show him. I'll show all of them.
I'll show them all."
Well, he had that paper like saying all the stuff about the healthcare.
Yeah, do we know what
industry,
this
so-
manifesto said?
No.
Is it
No.
released like? Because
No,
all we
they
have
haven't released the manifesto. They just say that he had a manifesto
Mhm.
that was talking about the American
there's
healthcare
some
system.
quotes. This document found two quotes. These parasites had it coming.
It's the Joker. We're watching the Joker.
I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done.
We're watching the Joker.
Yeah.
This dude was playing Monopoly, watching Joker.
And he's like, you know what? I got a really good idea right now. He's the Menendez brothers. They just watched a movie.
He's the Menendez brothers.
They just watched a movie and were like, yeah, we should kill our parents. This guy watched a movie and was like, yeah, I should kill the CEO of this health insurance company.
How do you know where he was?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
That's the thing I'm stuck up on, like, because it very much seems like, at least when I first read this, guy who is mentally unstable, walking down the street, says, "Oh, I know who that is. That's the CEO of United Healthcare. When am I going to have this opportunity again?" And takes it. That's the idea I had of this. It very much now seems like he somehow knew where he was going to be and planned this murder. This is premeditated.
So this here says, who is Luigi
Mangione?
A person by the same name attended a private high school in Baltimore, Maryland, where they were a wrestler and graduated as valedictorian. A spokesperson with the University of Pennsylvania confirmed that Mangione attended and graduated as with both bachelor's and master's degree in engineering. News Nation affiliate WPIX confirmed that Mangione was employed as head counselor of the Stanford Pre-Collegiate Studies program in 2019.
Head counselor is a terrifying position for a man that just shot someone 3 times.
Yeah.
I want to hear the advice he was giving out.
So the manifesto, investigators said a 3-page handwritten document was found that they described as a manifesto. While they said they don't believe there are specific threats to others in the document, they described it as showing, quote, ill will towards corporate America. Authorities say it gives insight to the mindset and the motives in what's described as a quote targeted killing.
I don't like the manifesto as a term. Has been so unpopularized. Like a manifesto doesn't have to be bad.
Well, people aren't.
I'm just saying we only hear about the bad ones.
I guess it doesn't.
You can have a good manifesto.
You could have a good.
It's just a plan. That's all it is. I don't like that this word has negative connotations now.
Yeah, I think when you here's my manifesto for this work write up.
Right. It's like you're either a communist or a killer, or you don't have to. You can just have
write a good manifesto.
Here's my weekend manifesto.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that definitely. I'm gonna start writing up more manifestos.
I think everybody at home should start writing out more manifestos. We're just gonna be taken out of context.
We're gonna be taken to.
Yeah.
We're gonna be taken places. So yeah,
and United Healthcare will not cover it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's dead. So
the guy they caught at McDonald's,
Yes.
Luigi's the guy they caught, right?
Yes.
Luigi.
And they believe he's the killer.
Yes.
It's
How do
not
they know
confirmed.
that is his actual name? He had
He had a fake ID on
he had a
him.
bunch of fake IDs.
Well, that's what they so they
interesting.
when they got him at McDonald's, they have his real ID now.
Which one could he be?
But they also had a fake ID from New Jersey.
Oh, really?
That I guess may have been linked to the hotel he was staying in or something. There's some kind of link between the ID that he had that was a fake from New Jersey.
Interesting.
But yeah, also, fuck you if you work at this McDonald's for ratting this guy out.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Come on. He did this for people like you.
He's in custody right now. They got him.
He killed the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company for people like the McDonald's workers.
Well,
and
yeah.
This is how they repay him.
It's just one of those things where, like,
I bet the ice cream machine was broken for him, too. Ungrateful.
This is one of those things where, like, it affects so many people.
Yeah.
This is a huge,
He made it
huge.
to Pennsylvania.
He made it far.
Maybe he was on his way here.
Oh, he was
He
going
was
here.
probably coming to the Rebel Radio Show to talk about it.
We are. That's dangerous.
He's a counselor.
Yeah, you're right.
He's probably fine, right?
I don't think so.
Mhm.
He was sitting and eating McDonald's when an employee reported him. Quote, because of that, we believe we have a strong person of interest.
What a shitty place to go down.
McDonald's.
Because you know he walked in and was like, well, surely this is the safest place to go to public to eat.
I wonder
Who cares at McDonald's?
I wonder if he was like able to check his phone to know how much the public knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If this is the guy, I wonder if he was able to see how much they knew, because that's one of those things where if you don't know how much the public knows and you walk into a place with security cameras,
right?
That's a toss up. That's a 50-50 of like, I'm either safe and I can get my hamburger, or I'm about to go to jail for a long time.
Or I'm about to sit down at this McDonald's and write my next manifesto. 216-859-8699 if you have a manifesto. Because I think everyone out there needs to be writing more manifestos. Let's put the positive connotation back in manifesto.
Yeah, I can write up a manifesto really quick.
Just real quick one?
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me a real quick manifesto.
I love making manifestos when
Step 1, make manifesto.
they turn out so well, and my plan is to do a bunch of good things. I'm gonna write a good manifesto.
I want to know what the Monopoly money was about. I really do. 216-859-8699. Do not pass go. That's the number for the Rebel Hotline. It works for all of our shows, like the Rebel Radio Show, live every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on WSRR Radio, as well as our other shows that are on, like Shaney's Off Air.
Wubba lubba, dub dub.
The former military man, The Pidge, and The Pigeonhole, that's on at 4 p.m.
Ready?
On weekdays. And all the other great shows we have on WSRR Radio, like our Morning Drive with Jeff Stritch, The Grab Bag, and Behind Enemy Lines with Lucas DeRazio and Dom Farrow. All of those shows, of course, can be found on WSRRradio.com, the homepage for all of our content, blogs, articles, interviews, and a whole bunch more, including links to our social media and the Discord server. You can also check out all of our awesome sponsors there, like Synergy Music Studio out of Chicago, easy for me to say, GenericClothes.com, and Hellbender Vinyl out of Pittsburgh, PA. Make sure you check out all of their links at the bottom of the website, and join us on Discord, where you can chat with us for all the shows.
Yeah. Spider-Man? Yeah.
Liminal space is the word I couldn't think of. Conspiracy theories?
Conspiracies?
Yeah. I've done this for 240 episodes now, all right?
Hey man, I always want to give you props for saying custom vinyl pressing plant super fast. And
Custom
never-
vinyl PP.
Record pressing plant.
Oh, there you go.
One of America's top custom vinyl record pressing plants.
See?
Hellbendervinyl.com.
Yeah, bud.
Hellbent on quality, Hellbent on service. Make sure you download the Live 365 app. Take us with you wherever you go. Also tune to True Vault Escapades weekdays at 10 p.m. on WSRR Radio. Again, that's 216-859-8699 is the number to text into all of those shows, content, and more on WSRRadio.com. To my right, Shaney.
Bye, everyone.
On the board is Jules.
Adios.
Hey, and make sure you vote for Artist of the Year on WSRRradio.com.
Yeah.
All the artists we play are eligible, so make sure you get those votes in. Until next time, I've been Radio's Rebel DJ Style. Peace.
searching even though